What a lovely day to go outside. Have we got everything we need? Yes, I think so. I've got my ball and George has got his dinosaur. Wonderful. Let's go. Oh dear, it's raining. I guess we'll have to go to the park another day. Oh, but George and I wanted to play on the slide. A little rain never hurt anyone. We just need to get dressed in our waterproof clothing. Whee! Mummy and Daddy Pig help Peppa and George get dressed up in their wet weather clothing. Come on, everyone. We can all stay nice and dry under my big umbrella.
Yippee!
Oh, good! It stopped raining. You're right, Peppa. Slide! Come on, George. I'll race you to the top. Don't worry, George. We can go down the slide together. Ready, George? Slide! Oops, sorry. It's okay. It's only a little mud. Look at all those muddy puddles. Puddles! Watch me! Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. You try, George. Whee! George loves jumping in muddy puddles too. Wow! That's the biggest puddle I've ever seen. Me first. Oh dear, I seem to be stuck. Don't worry, Daddy. We can get you out. Pull! Pull! Almost there. Oh dear, now we're all stuck in the muddy puddle. This must be the muddiest day ever.
Who wants to do some dancing? Dancing in mud.
Me! My most favourite thing in the whole world is jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
And if we're going to jump in puddles,
We must wear our boots.
are you ready?
Yes! Dance, dance, dance in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, splosh, splish, splash. Dance, dance, dance in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, splosh, splish, splash. With a big splash here and a big splash there. Here a splash, there a splash, everywhere a splish, splash. Dance, dance, dance in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, splosh, splish, splash. This is such fun! We've got our little tent and we're all going to camp outdoors. Camping with our friends out in the forest. Let's all play outside. Looking out for birds and creepy crawlies. Shh, be quiet and hide. With a butterfly here and a buttercup there. Hide and seek, peek-a-boo, there's so much to see and do. Camping with our friends out in the forest. Let's all play outside.
What's it like out there, Daddy Pig? Is there any mud?
A little bit of mud, yes.
Oh my goodness!
Wow! So much mud!
Yes, well, it does say it can get a tiny bit muddy here sometimes.
A tiny bit muddy? I've never seen so much mud in all my life.
It's brilliant! Join in, everyone! Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, splosh, splish, splash. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, splosh, splish, splash. With a big splash here and a big splash there. Here a splash, there a splash, everywhere a splish, splash. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, splosh, splish, splash. Splish, splash, splosh, splish,
Whoop!
What's it like out there, Daddy Pig? Is there any mud?
A little bit of mud, yes.
Oh, my goodness!
Wow! So much mud!
Yes, well, it does say it can get a tiny bit muddy here sometimes.
A tiny bit muddy? I've never seen so much mud in all my life.
It's brilliant!
Yes, and we've got a whole day at the festival ahead of us.
At the Children's Festival, there are so many fun things to see and do.
Let's start with making sandcastles.
Yippee! Sandcastles!
This is the sandcastle area.
Who likes making sandcastles?
Yay!
Now, you might have noticed it's been raining. So instead of sandcastles, we're making mud castles.
Hooray!
First, fill your buckets with mud. Turn your buckets over. Give them a tap. Lift your buckets. Mud castles.
I like mud castles. Mud castles are the best.
Well done, Miss Rabbit. How did you ever come up with the idea for mud castles?
Simple. It rains every year, so we always make mud castles.
Ah. So what do we want to do next?
How about painting pictures?
Yay!
This is the painting tent.
Today, we're going to paint pictures. And instead of paint, we're using mud.
Ooh!
We've got lots of brown mud and greenish mud. I even found some blue mud this morning.
What's best to paint with mud? I know! A muddy puddle!
The children are painting mud pictures.
Grandpa, what's that stick thing in the water?
Ah! Submarine! Action stations!
Ahoy there, me hearties!
It's Grampy Rabbit in his submarine.
Lovely day to go sailing, with just the sea and the sky, the stories I could tell.
Do you need any shopping?
Oh, yes. Cheese, please.
Cheese?
Grandpa Pig's boat has arrived at the supermarket.
Hello. It's very quiet today. You're my first customers.
Maybe it's because of the flood.
Silly, isn't it? A little bit of rain and everyone stays at home. What can I get you?
Polly has a list.
Who's a clever parrot? Who's a clever parrot?
Oh dear, Polly has forgotten the list.
Luckily, I remember what everyone wants. Cheese!
Thank you, Pepper. You're a good un.
Newspaper and comic.
Thanks, Pepper!
It was lucky Pepper was going to the shops, or we'd have nothing for dinner.
Here's your chocolates. Now we can have our dinner, Mummy.
Peppa and George have arrived back home. It is their bedtime. It is morning.
Oh.
The water has gone, but left a big muddy puddle.
Muddy Puddle! This is the biggest muddy puddle in the world ever!